This is a Headgum podcast.
Doing ads.
Did you guys get your wisdom teeth out?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have to?
This is where we're starting, by the way.
Okay, are we starting?
And record.
Okay.
We just started when you asked
really?
that question.
Yeah, you can
Yes,
ask.
No,
that's
it's
a
good.
great start.
Okay, perfect. Did you guys get your wisdom teeth out?
Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
I
Yeah,
did.
we all
Mine
have.
were all compacted.
Yeah,
so-
impacted.
Yeah,
Mine are impacted. 9 years impacted, actually,
Wow.
because I am so scared of being put under.
Now, what does it mean for a tooth to be impacted?
So there's two
It's touching
kinds
the
of
other
things.
tooth?
They're pushing in.
They're pushing in
You in
sideways.
pain?
And they're not,
You in
and they're
pain?
not coming out of your gum like straight up. That's how some people can have a wisdom teeth surgery and they don't even have to go out. Like Kelly had hers all localized, and so like
Because they could just pull them.
They just got 'em out.
Yeah, they were still like at the surface, but they didn't have to, you know what I mean, go into your jaw.
Mine
I
were
did.
all
I
the way
puked all over
impacted.
myself
Why?
after the anesthesia.
I am so scared.
It's really totally fine. It's
Really?
the closest
say,
you'll get
but
to
say
death.
more. Is it a lifelong?
Well, today I woke up
Oh no.
and my molar is loose.
What?
Yeah, my molar is loose. Today it hurts. I haven't had any pain for years. Like there's been no symptoms.
Wait, molar is in a tooth that you're
Like-
supposed to be keeping.
Yeah, my tooth
Okay.
at the back of my mouth is loose. And
I
it
don't
hurts
know.
really bad and my gum is swollen. And I'm like, I need my wisdom
Did you
teeth.
get hit?
You need your
No.
wisdom teeth
I
removed,
immediately
from
honey.
removed.
your
My
It's
wisdom.
from your
my
wisdom
wisdom.
teeth.
I think you might need to.
I need to go to the oral surgeon.
I'm
Yeah.
actually excited for you. I think it's gonna be anesthesia is.
I want to be awake.
No.
I hear in Europe
Why?
you keep you awake, and I'm like, should I go to
it's
Europe?
dependent on the type of surgery.
They
Like,
definitely need to I know. Well, actually, when I was going to the oral surgeon and getting consultated, like when I was much younger,
Uh-huh.
they were like, "Well, sometimes you have to break someone's jaw." And I was just like,
Don't even tell me that.
Okay, so they impacted you.
"They
with
impacted
fear.
me."
Yeah.
And yeah, I've never been under anesthesia.
No, that's really
ever.
shocking to me because I just feel like, okay, well, first of all, by the way, today we have Harmony on the podcast.
I don't know
Harmony
what camera to
Tividad.
look at.
No,
Is it?
I don't
Do you
either.
pronounce it Tividad or Tividad?
Tividad.
Tividad.
But that's also a funny story.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
We'll get to that
Pause.
right after we
Pause.
finish
We'll
our
put a
tooth
pin.
conversation.
Yeah.
Harmony, we've been friends for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You are one half of currently hiatus band Girlpool.
Yes.
And you have your own solo project.
Yes.
Album
And
out now.
Yes.
Also,
thank you.
frankly, It Girl.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
absolutely.
Girl about
It
town.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We
Girl.
see you at every party, and honestly, I've said
It's
this to very few people, and
safe
they know who they
person.
are. Safe person at a party.
Yeah.
Safe
Run
person.
into
Safe person.
you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like if
Thank
you're
you.
I
there,
love you.
I know it's gonna be
I love
okay.
y'all.
it's always like, okay, Harmony.
No,
said
I
at
feel that
least
way. I remember I ran into you guys
Nice.
after I left my mom in the hospital,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
at that
God.
party, and I was
Yeah.
like, I felt like I was unloading, but I was like, this is fine. Like this
No,
is
I
okay.
loved
like
it.
they accept me.
Yeah.
I felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But my impression of you, like from getting to know you, is like you really are, like, it's not go with the flow, but it's like you're really open hearted and like
Mhm.
down to have a whatever experience is happening.
Oh
So
my gosh,
I would
thank you.
associate that with being ready for anesthesia because you're just like, I'm going
Sure.
under.
Good
Like a
segue.
new experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there's something about it that I have like deep fear of control of my body.
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay.
That's like my tick, my anxiety.
Mhm.
And so like I didn't drink in high school
Whoa.
because
Yeah.
I was so scared of that feeling.
being
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
So
control.
it's like kind of in a one of the things for me. But yeah, I don't know if this is appropriate today, but I'm so avoidant of anesthesia that when I got an abortion, I was awake. Yeah.
Did it?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was it really fucking painful?
That's punk.
It was genuinely like I was in a Cronenberg movie.
Holy fuck.
I
Like,
feel like that would be
Harmony, that's
honestly
so
like
hardcore.
so much worse, to be honest, than the
yeah.
actual
So I
anesthesia.
guess I understand why you're like, well, I could maybe just do it.
I'm like, I can't imagine what's worse.
This
That
hear
or,
you.
like
This
Kelly,
is not
your
the same at all, but
teeth
like
ripped out of your head.
it's kind of
Both
insane that I'm
horrible.
even making the comparison. But it's like, you know, when you are on your period and you're making the choice of like, I'm not gonna take Advil.
Yes.
You're like, I'm just gonna feel
Couldn't be
The
me,
feeling.
Rich.
the
No,
feeling.
I need the Advil.
I have such bad pain. It's
Same.
insane.
I'd
it's
be
just
rolling on
feeling
the
it.
ground screaming.
Literally.
And Frank, if he's home, he's like,
Do you have endometriosis or?
I have PCOS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
fucking
so much
brutal.
fun. Such
Yeah.
a joy.
Yeah.
Do you have endometriosis?
No, I think I might have PCOS.
Yeah.
You've
Or
thought that.
Yeah, I've thought that for a while.
Kelly has endometriosis.
But it's like one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like it's so confusing when you actually start navigating that world.
Yeah, it gets very hairy very quickly.
Do you not drink coffee?
I can't drink. I actually have a funny story about coffee recently.
Okay,
but
good. Wow, you're the
Okay,
most
story
prepared guest of all
machine.
I
time.
didn't mean to. I just
Okay, story
I'm just
machine.
living that life.
That's
No, it's like
great,
really
of
chaotic
course.
that life, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the story is actually not that funny. I got food poisoning.
Oh.
Where?
And
You get
I'm
food
at the
poisoning a lot.
Sunset Tower.
Oh my
That,
god!
unfortunately, totally makes sense.
it does make sense. I
No,
hate to say it.
it
That
was
place
like-
is fab, but God.
So fab, really unexpected, but I'm so I haven't had caffeine really properly. Like I've only done decaf for years, but if I'm out and I'm drinking, I'll have a little espresso martini because
Yeah,
I'm like
fun.
Party.
I'm already on alcohol, so
Yeah.
it's like that's a depressant.
Even it out.
the caffeine, it's fine.
You're making calculations.
I'm doing math while I'm out in
Yeah,
these streets,
yeah.
but so I got an espresso martini, a little steak frites,
Cute.
little
Fun.
mome.
Yeah.
And then I
God.
went out to this 070 shake thing, and it was really
Yeah.
cool. I was like, oh my God, we vibing. Like I was with my friend Lauren. Then I had to wake up really early the next day at like 6. So I went home early and I went to bed at 11, around 2 a.m. And I was having anxiety while I was out. And I'm like, "Ooh, I feel anxious, that espresso, meow. You know,
Right.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Meow.
meow. 2
Yes.
a.m. I'm jolted awake and I feel like an alien in my body, like
Oh.
literally. And I'm like, you know, when you walk to the bathroom and you're like in a Enter the Void or something,
Yeah,
where you're
you're
like so
hazed
aware
out.
of your
oh
head
my God,
and everything.
The worst place you could ever be, actually.
And so I'm in the bathroom peeing and I'm like, and I'm like shaking like
Yeah. Oh,
like
no.
this. And I
Did
go
you
to the-
know what was? Did you have an idea?
well, usually when I have food poisoning, I have like a really bad stomach cramp.
Yeah.
That was not present. There was just
Oh my
there was just
God.
pure shaking. And I go to the
Different
living
flavor.
room and I'm like, Frank's playing 2K, the basketball game.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Harmony's boyfriend.
my
Frank.
lovely boyfriend, 2 a.m. And I'm like, Frank, I feel really weird, Frank. And I'm like, I'm like shaking on the couch and crying. And I'm like, I'm calling everyone in my phone book
Yeah.
as I'm shaking.
Wake up. Yeah.
And I'm like, everyone wake up. No one is picking up. And Frank stops playing the game immediately. He's like, what's going on? He's like consoling me. And I'm like, I don't feel like myself. I don't feel like myself. And I sit up from the couch and he gives me a
Trigger.
little electrolytes.
Hmm.
And I don't feel like I have food poisoning. But then a little puke just begins to arrive
Oh
onto
my
our carpet.
Oh my God.
And he was like, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "I feel like I'm 7 years old because
Yeah.
you normally know, like
Yeah.
You're gonna puke.
I'm
Right.
vomit adjacent right now.
Right, for
I
sure.
did not know
No.
that was coming, and then
Whoa.
he brings me a bowl, and I'm puking in this bowl.
Yeah,
And
that is
he's
so-
dumping it in the
so
toilet.
being 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
honey.
But yeah,
Also,
and I,
puking in general takes me back to feeling like a little kid. Like,
Yeah.
It just makes you want to cry. It's so you.
It makes
when you
Puking
want
is
to
one of the
cry.
worst
feel
things.
like
Puking makes you want to cry.
It makes you feel pathetic.
it does.
And it's just like, oh,
I just feel like
it
I'm
feels
dying
so
every time. I'm like,
pathetic.
am I dying?
Yeah, the
Like,
fear of
like-
dying or the fear, I just get super woe is me. And
yes, you feel very.
most of the time, like, I'm single, and most of the time, like, I kind of love
like,
being
hello?
INDEP,
Yeah.
ENDNT. But, like,
when you're single,
when I'm
yes,
sick,
yes.
it really, like, it really hurts my heart. I'm like, where is my mommy?
No,
You know?
if I'm puking, I need someone there. Like,
Yeah.
I just need, in case I choke or
What are
something.
you freaking out about?
IND.
D E P E N D E N T.
Independent.
Do you know what that means?
It didn't, for a second, I thought you said INDEND.
PT.
Normally, I
would
like
that
being
be?
indent.
They were with,
Indent.
you were
I was like,
exactly where I
well,
was.
what happened was I started spelling the word, and then I was like, "This is gonna take
very-
too long to spell the word."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
So you
I
just spell
said-
indent instead.
So yeah, so I rushed the back end.
And
That's
then-
kind of that speaks to like I feel like where we are now as a culture where it's
Yeah.
like in the early 2000s that people really had time to spell out words and the
IND.
full
That's
word.
a long word.
You know
People
what I
used
mean?
to spell words in
Bananas.
songs more,
Yeah,
you know?
people used
Yeah.
to do a lot of spelling.
No, guys, we
Yeah.
have hot to go.
That's true. She brought it back.
I was thinking about
but
like
that's also 3 very short words
Yeah.
as opposed to one long
H-O-T-T-I.
word like bananas or
or
independence.
fergalicious.
Fergalicious.
Oh wait, no.
F-
Does
f-
she
f-
spell fergalicious or she spells glamorous?
Glamorous. G-L-A-M-O-R.
OUS. Like,
Yeah.
are you not getting bored during that right now? Like,
Yeah, I feel like
a crazy
uncomfortable.
long
Like that's not
time.
even a TikTok
We're
clip.
just like,
that can't even because it's too long.
It's
Yeah,
too long.
Yeah,
Whoa,
the
that's
thing about
crazy.
Chappell Roan's HOTTOGO is she's singing it really quickly.
Yeah, it's really
It's the
HOTTOGO.
glam. It has the little beat between it.
Yes.
Now it's like HOTTOGO.
like
When
we
you
have to
guys
really
hear
get
that,
it immediately.
G-
Do you hear the
L.
T, the T for two associated with the
the
T for hot, and it
TTO.
becomes
Hotto.
it becomes confusing,
Togo.
right?
Hot Togo.
a togo.
I don't know if that's like a learning disability thing where it's like I know what it is, but I hear that and I'm like, this isn't right.
She's spelling it
it doesn't
wrong.
happen to me actually. No, I don't have that. So
Well, you're a
maybe it
lyrics
is.
girl.
Yeah, but the O is separated in the beat.
HOTT.
Is it because it's the
Oh, I know what you mean. 'Cause
separated
there's
with
like
the
the little
pitch?
comma.
Yeah,
There's a little.
It's a comma.
There's an invisible
Yeah,
pause.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
A very quiet pause.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, but it
Fascination.
I think for a really long time we didn't have like the spelling or the dance, you know. So that's a huge
Bananas.
resurgence in culture.
Wait, what do you mean the dance?
The dance, like what YMCA.
Yes.
Hot to go is
We
our
don't really, you know
YMCA.
we need a new cha-cha slide culturally.
Whoa.
Oh my
Totally.
god!
I love
Katie,
fashion
and
we
it-
make
and
that?
It
Yeah.
is not us.
I think it could be.
Katie just got so excited. You
No,
can
like
tell.
that's the kind
She's
of
like,
thing that's
I'm
gonna
on it.
like
I'm just
ruin,
in a very
ruin the life.
I'm in a very like I
Cha-cha
didn't
slide
think about
moment.
that. Like what would happen if you did the cha-cha slide and then who made the cha-cha slide?
Exactly.
Because it's like he has to perform the cha-cha slide every time he
my
does a
tea
show.
Oh, that's actually a really good
whatever.
question.
DJ Casper.
Okay, so it's a
Who is
DJ
that?
that makes sense.
Who is that?
No clue.
We don't know.
I don't
He's a
think he
ghost.
did anything else of
Well, he
note.
ate with the cha-cha slide.
He
Every
really
bar
ate.
mitzvah.
Really
and he
did.
probably is retired.
Yeah.
or
cha-cha
deceased.
slide over.
He's deceased.
Oh,
he
and I'm
died
sorry,
last
Casper.
year.
Fuck, RP.
Wait,
Yeah.
Oh, he died last
wait,
year.
the guy who made the cha-cha slide died?
Yeah, after a
Why
long
was this not
battle with
international
cancer, he was
news?
58.
We should
Oh,
have done.
That's so sad.
We should have done like a worldwide cha-cha slide.
Wait,
you know?
yeah, like a flash mob.
Like everybody
Wait,
clap
I
your
can't believe he's
hands.
dead. Like, that's really upset. Like, this is a man who made such a cultural impact, and no one even talked about his death. Like,
No one
he's
talked
like
about
in
his
the
death.
fabric of every wedding,
Yeah,
every bar mitzvah, and
Right.
he's like just died passively.
right. And we didn't even hear
We
about
didn't
it
even
on Twitter.
know.
Maybe we did and we just didn't.
DJ
I think
who?
I would have known.
Casper.
Yeah, DJ Casper, and Cha Cha Slide was his first and only hit record.
Oh,
Wait, it's a record. He has a whole
First
album
and
called Cha Cha
only.
Slide.
Yeah, it's called
And he's from
Casper Slide
Chicago.
Part 1.
Casper
and then
Slide.
it
That
was
makes
like
sense.
it
That totally makes
became the Cha
When
Cha
did it come
Slide.
out?
Whoa.
Oh, he looks really cute.
Wait, can I see?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Oh,
cute. Oh, look at
Rip
that smile.
him. Wait, DJ Casper, R.I.P. How old
Yeah.
was he?
58.
Wait,
That
that's really
sucks.
young.
I think about that a lot, how musicians, like, our lifespan is, like, on average 20 years younger than other people.
Wait, is
Yes.
Wait, you're hurting my brain. Is that real?
Yes.
I just don't
I
know.
think it's real. Musicians,
don't
on
know
average,
if
professional
it-
musicians
I don't know
live
if it counts as
less
much
long.
because I don't know if when we're to the point of our deaths, it will be the same because no one is doing as much heroin.
Yeah,
and
true.
Oh, true.
Coke.
To
Again.
offset the life.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah,
like the
that's true.
indulgence.
There's not a lot of
Yeah.
hard drugs.
No, not
Yeah.
in the
No.
same way. I mean, there's
No.
drugs, but not in the way that, you know.
Yeah, I think we kind of live in this funny time where I think some people understand that, but there's still a cultural attachment to like professional musicians being
Yeah.
like party people,
People, right.
or
I
like
think
having
that's
certain
totally
lifestyles.
true for
I think-
some people.
Less so. Well, you know what the truth is. I feel. Well, I don't know if it's the truth, but it's my opinion.
The truth of
I
your
think-
opinion.
I think the slow like death of like 90s nostalgia for like being a fucking heroin druggy burnout
Uh-huh.
is with the like rapid, sort of national prevalence of like fentanyl and people being addicted in ways that are like not glamorous and very sad.
Yeah.
Obviously, the people who OD'd on heroin in the 90s, it's still not glamorous and very sad. But there's not like romance around it.
No, you think of
in the
pharmaceutical
same way-
companies.
Yeah, you think of like
people
evil
pushing,
pharmaceutical
yeah.
companies and not like, God, these like poets who felt so much.
That's
just
so
couldn't
interesting.
take this world.
That is
So they had to
interesting.
get addicted to drugs. Now it's
Yeah.
just like, well, everyone
Yeah.
knows someone who was horrifically addicted
Yeah,
to pills.
maybe
or
with
something.
heroin specifically, but I do think that
I mean
there's
heroin, but also
resurgence of other.
Hey, you guys. You know what I love? I love my cell phone. I love to go on it, text, and I love to talk to all my friends all the time. But you know what I hate? I hate big bills, and I hate a big gotcha by these big, evil cell phone corporations. That's why I have been partnering with Mint Mobile. When Mint Mobile says it's $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it. So, to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/chaotic. That's mintmobile.com/chaotic. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/chaotic. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. You heard me, one spot. They scour the globe for original, handmade, absolutely remarkable things. Somehow they know exactly the perfect gift for every single person you know. Here's a few of my favorite gifts that I've gotten people. I like to go on the website and search, my mom loves Merlot, and so I go and I search gifts, Merlot lovers on Uncommon Goods, and they find wonderful, wonderful gifts that I can give my mom. So when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So if you want that special Merlot gift, this is the place to get it. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/chaotic. That's uncommongoods.com/chaotic for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
yeah, but people are into like weirder stuff now.
Yeah, there's some
Like
weird.
ketamine or
I,
something.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always hearing of new experimental drugs that I don't want to do.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
It
Back
feels-
to control.
I
Yeah.
knew someone in high school who remained anonymous for obvious reasons, who was doing experimental drugs from ordering them, from what I understand, was ordering them from early Amazon.
Stop.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
really weird.
The scariest drug I've ever done was synthetic weed.
Oh, well,
I
that
got
shit
it
you
at
could
a
OD
is
a
on.
that
gas
called
station.
Spice?
Oh, it's
K2/Spice. I
Yeah.
think it is called Spice.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that was a thing.
Did you ever do it?
No, but I lived at Myrtle Broadway right before
oh,
there was
shit.
like a huge thing where people were like dying on it.
Yeah.
People were
Fuck.
dying?
Yes.
Yeah, you can
I'm
OD
so
on it.
lucky
Did
I'm
you
alive.
ever do what salvia? Like those
Oh,
or
no.
bath? I didn't do bath salts.
Do those still
no.
exist?
But I
Me.
bet
But
you
when
they
I did
do.
K2,
Like,
I was out on the street. I was at a party in Chicago, and I went down on the street to smoke some K2. And then I came back into the party, and there
fuck?
was one new
You're probably-
guy at the party, and I thought he was a murderer.
Stop.
Yeah, I was like,
You were like that.
I was like,
That.
oh my God. Literally that
Yeah,
level
yeah,
of panic.
yeah.
I was like, there's a murderer at this
What
party
did you
right
do?
now.
How did you
left.
handle that?
I left.
You weren't like, I'm going to save everyone. Like, get him out.
No, I was mainly about me and surviving me.
Okay, yeah.
fuck.
For surviving me.
surviving me.
For me,
The Katie
survive.
Gavin
Yes,
story.
yeah.
Surviving me.
Surviving me.
Whoa.
That's like my
that's
next
a good
it's like a
autobiography.
Pink song.
Yeah.
But
It's like
then
Christina
I went.
Aguilera.
So I left with my friend, and then like we
Goddamn.
went to get a snack at the bodega or something like that. And the guy from
Was
the
there?
party came there. So I was like,
You were like, I'm right.
I'm gonna get murdered tonight. Like I was so.
So did you do K2 after this again?
Fucking scared. No, it was just the one time.
Just the one time, okay.
And I mean, it took
You
me a while to
learned.
realize. I was like, I
Jesus.
think that those things were connected.
From the
Yeah.
Like I think
the
I did.
drug.
I smoked the drug, and then I thought
You were convinced.
this man was gonna murder me.
I never
Yeah.
did K2 actually.
I
'cause
don't
I was
recommend
just
it.
Smoking,
Well, you got your hands
regular
on real
ounces,
weed.
yeah.
Yeah.
the regular kind.
Yeah. So what were you like in high school?
And the last
Me?
name of
Yeah.
the Tividad of it all.
Oh, the Tividad.
yeah.
Okay, well, should we start there?
Yeah, we can start there.
Take us
So-
all the way back.
Okay, I'm going to take you back to my family tree.
Love.
Whoa.
My dad's dad, mom. I don't even know.
What?
My dad's dad,
Parentheses
mom.
mom.
My dad's dad. So my great grandma.
Okay.
She
Paternal great
It
grandmother.
almost
paternal-
sounded like your dad's name was
mom.
No.
Yeah.
That's awesome. To name your kid
No.
mom.
Okay, I'm sorry. My great grandma had a thing for Filipino men and Native men, and she was Native.
Okay.
She was 100% Native, but was like a tribe that was very pale. So she's very pale,
Interesting.
but she was obsessed with Filipino Native men. Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
So she,
What was the name of the tribe?
I feel like I've been told so many different. Van Cleef might be it, but it's complicated.
Okay, cool.
This gets muddy in my
Hidden name.
family, but we will know why very shortly.
Okay.
So basically, she had this thing for these guys. She was seeing two men. One was a Galera who was married, who had children, and the other was a Tividad. And so she married the Tividad while pregnant, but then the baby's born. And as the baby grows, who is my grandfather, the Tividad is like, that does not look like my child because it's a Galera. The baby was actually a Galera, so my real last name should be Galera.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
Yeah, and then I did 23andMe. Don't recommend it. They're literally in a really compromising state right now. But when I did
Whoa.
23andMe, you know what I was connected to genetically?
Huh.
A Galera.
Oh
And
my
I was at dinner
God.
with my parents, and I looked on there, and I was like, "Oh, we're Galeras. It's confirmed." Because we were always not sure. But then I sent my spit in or whatever like years ago,
Right.
And then I was connected to Galera. No Tividads, just Galeras.
Were you looking for
Whoa.
family members when you did it?
No, I was just like, we were talking about it, and I was like, let me just see what's on here.
You're like, who am I?
Yeah, and then it was there, and I was like, oh, so technically down, if the last name was inherited, my last name would be Galera.
But she really did
Whoa.
that.
But
she really pulled one over.
She really pulled one over, so I got Tividad.
When
which
he
is,
said this doesn't look like me, was she just like, that's so weird?
I think
don't
he
know.
left.
Oh,
I think
he
he
left.
left. I'm not sure. Dad,
Oh,
I'm
but she
sorry if
kept
you
the
see this
name.
and the facts are inaccurate. I'm trying my very hardest.
Yeah.
But that's
I love your dad, by the way.
He's so goated.
I think he's gonna help at Avery's house
Oh yeah,
show.
yeah, he is.
That's so cute.
Yeah, he's like,
Rad.
if he is around people, he's gonna request a drum circle.
Whoa.
So just get ready for that because
Fuck yeah.
he will whip out
Whoa.
some drums.
You just have
Hell
such
yeah.
a singular family. It's such a singular vibe.
It's a singular vibe. It's you know, it's very LA, I guess.
Was
It
it
is.
always?
In a different way, but it's gotten more. We've all grown up together.
Yeah.
My mom's always like, we grew up. Well, actually, I'm always like, we grew up together. And she's like, we grew up together, and it's like we're sisters or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Your
yeah.
name is Mom.
Yeah, we're like co-momming each
Yeah,
other.
Yeah,
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 totally.
Because I remember she's always like, you were such a child of integrity when you were 5. I remember I was at Ralph's and I was a little sassy with the cashier register, and you were like, why are you being mean to her, mommy? And so it was like that kind of
Whoa.
vibe.
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Working
Are both of your
class
parents
ally.
from here?
No, my mother was born in Mission Hills, then moved to
Gotcha.
like Washington. I live in Idaho, not Boise, Sandpoint, Idaho.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Word.
lived all over the country.
Yeah, totally.
They actually even, my mom, when she was a child, built an entire house with her family in the woods. And they were peeing in outhouses
Totally.
in Idaho.
Holy
Right.
shit.
And they built like a sunken couch as children. Like
That's
they're like
cool.
using hammers with my grandma, like hammering
That's
this sunken couch.
pretty cool.
And my dad grew up in New Orleans.
Whoa.
Word.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Was your mom always connected, or did
So
it
for people,
become?
can we say so?
Yeah.
Harmony's mom is a psychic.
Or is
Yeah.
that what you like to say?
Yeah, she's like a Kundalini awakened healer, medium,
Right.
psychic. She's like very much locked in.
Very
on,
near and dear
on
to
a
a lot of
crazy level.
Angelinos.
Yeah.
Connection to source.
Yeah. She's like, she helps people with their creative work. She helps people with their family stuff, with their bodies. It's like she's a full service genius, basically. It's very cool. But it's also,
rad.
she's like, it's not me, it's source. And I'm like, that's
Totally.
beautiful. But
Totally.
He's
for sure.
channeling.
yeah, like she always kind of, I came to her before I was born in a dream. And that she was not awakened yet.
Totally.
Yeah.
That happened with my best friend from childhood. It happened
Yeah.
with her mom.
That happened to my mom.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
With you?
Yeah, yeah.
What
That
was it?
totally makes
She
sense.
said I came to her but I met her and I was like in my 20s.
Yeah.
And she knew
And
that
you said, I am gay.
she knew that it was me. No. But my name was my middle name.
Oh.
Aw.
Yeah, and then that obviously ended up not first name. But that was who she like met me
Right.
in a dream, and she knew that it was her kid.
Oh,
But
Before she was pregnant.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
that's so beautiful.
When did it
Fucking
happen
wild.
to your mom?
She was 7 months pregnant, and she had a dream that I came to her, and I was fully grown. She
Whoa.
called me the woman at the end of the bed. Avery loves to make jokes about this, like the woman at the end of the bed. But I was like 5, 6 in the dream, and I'm like, girl, what happened? Like,
Yeah.
like seriously, I'm mad about that. But she's like, you came to me and you were like, my name is Harmony. And she was like, if you're a girl, we're going to name you Tessa. My parents didn't know like what gender or sex I would be before I was born, you
Yeah,
know? And
right.
so like
Right.
they were going to name me Tucker if I was a boy, ironically, because of Avery's last name.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Tessa if I was a girl. And I was like, my name is Harmony. And she's like, we're going to name you Tessa. And I kept arguing with her. And
You're
she's like,
like,
Tessa
"No."
Harmony doesn't sound good. And I was like, no, that's my name. And then my parents woke up and they drove to Swingers.
Whoa.
My mom
Yeah.
was like, I had a dream the baby came to me and it was a girl. It wanted to be named something like Melody of the Music, but not the melody. And my dad was like, Harmony.
Harmony.
And then she was like, yeah. And then they were writing it on the napkin at Swingers, like my name.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
LA.
really
very-
iconic.
Very LA vibes.
It's tight.
But
Yeah.
was she already Kundalini
No.
awakened at that time?
No. She was like always intuitive. She's had like amazing experiences,
Yeah.
always like psychedelic things occur
Spiritual
for her,
life.
but
Yeah.
not every day, you know? But then when I was 18, she had the full awakening and I was like, whoa, y'all. Or
Yeah.
17. I was right before I turned 18.
Whoa.
Word.
Yeah.
I would imagine that would be crazy.
Yeah, I was going to LMU at the time.
Whoa.
And
Wait, I didn't know you went to college at any point. I'm like, where was
Yeah.
Guilpool?
Guelph
Where was
Guilpool?
Guilpool at the time?
Guelph was started when I was at LMU,
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
which is actually weird to think about.
But when
Totally.
when did you and Avery
I mean, we
become
went to
friends?
USC, which is like
I wanted to go to USC, y'all.
Shit.
Whenever you say that, I know
it's so,
so
crazy.
I
crazy.
honestly, every USC person I meet, I'm like, I wish I went there, and they're like, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, let it
And I'm
go. Let it go.
I know.
know.
I mean,
Release it.
It would have
Yeah,
made
totally
USC
release
cooler
it.
for you to go there for
Ugh.
sure.
I
but-
have a similar thing with like I have like a shame point around like not
Was it
getting into
Yale?
Ivy League schools.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
Meanwhile,
like
everyone there, other than our one friend who went to Yale,
who?
is
Oh.
like JD Vance went to Yale.
I
Oh,
know,
really?
I know.
Wow.
But it's because of my dad. I'm like
Everyone
want to make
can-
dad proud.
I wanted to get into Ivy. I wanted to go to Brown.
Whoa.
Me
Yeah.
too.
That was like kind of cunty.
Yeah,
like,
that
it's
would be
like,
super cunty.
like East Coast New England, like serve, like
also,
Gossip Girl
who
style or
was
something.
Hermione was going to
Oh,
Brown.
Emma Watson.
Who was
Emma
I-
Watson
Hermione?
was going to
I don't,
Brown.
know, I don't know if you should include this, but I just want to say I saw
Okay.
her at the spa once.
Whoa.
Which
like
spa?
at the spa.
I don't
Nice.
think I. that would.
and everything
Holy
that
shit.
and everything
Delete
that
that.
entails.
This is the reason I don't want
Wanna
to
go to the spa?
I know.
open
Yeah.
spas
It's so
anymore.
gnarly. It's
before
like,
I
saw
saw her,
Naomi's
I heard
ass,
her.
You know what I mean?
Whoa.
What the
So
fuck?
before I saw her, I heard her voice, and I was like, "That's Hermione."
Oh,
At the
my
Oh,
spa.
yeah.
Wait,
And I was-
what fucking spa?
Shut the fuck up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Hermione
cool.
at the spa is amazing.
It was honestly unbelievable.
I think you could say that.
I don't know.
You
Is
don't
that
have to
allowed?
say what.
Yeah.
You don't have to say what you saw.
Yeah, I'm just saying I saw her at the spa and it was
Yeah,
amazing, and I was
yeah.
very touched because she meant a lot to me as a child, and
Ooh,
I also think
absolutely.
she's so beautiful.
Oh, she's so
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Like,
I don't
she
think
seems like
legally.
Cool.
Legally,
You know what I
there's
mean?
certain people I would not be able to see at the spa, and she's one of them.
Sure. Yeah, there's a couple.
There's a few.
yeah.
Well, I'm barely.
else?
I feel barely allowed to be there. At
I
all.
shouldn't be allowed at the spa.
Well, you mainly
People-
go to like private bathhouses.
because
Well,
the
we've
la-
been to
because
thousands.
Imagine,
We've been to
imagine
thousands
me-
of spas.
We've been to thousands of spas.
but
Really.
not
Okay,
since I
we've
got-
been to a lot of spas.
Not since I got top surgery. And
Okay.
people look at you like you are crazy.
They're
Really?
like, what happened to you?
They're like, what is going on?
Right,
like, what
right.
the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
People, I mean, yeah, I can't go to, I mean,
I
if
do think
go
we
to
need
a-
to figure that the fuck
If
out.
I go to like a regular spa,
Could
I'll
you wear,
have
like,
to
a
go
shirt?
late at night.
A shirt.
Hey, some of
Wear
them
a
are,
bikini
you
top.
can't be not naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them they did like K spas. Like,
Yeah.
you can't not
No, it's true.
be naked. But
we
then
went. We went in New
they
York
think-
to a place that was like, there's like naked parts. There's still like gendered locker rooms, but then
It was it was co-ed.
yeah,
Banya?
it was co-ed.
No, it wasn't Banya.
No, it was like
Banya was when we were in London. No, we
Oh.
were in London.
I didn't go to the one with you
Wait,
guys.
do
No,
y'all
you didn't.
frequently go to spas? Is that like
We
a
go
thing
on
y'all do?
Naomi goes. I think like quite a bit.
Well, I go probably once a month to do not the full spa, but like
No.
we might have to bleep this out because I don't want to snitch on it too hard. But it's
You know, blank.
It's contrast therapy. It's a red light sauna and a cold plunge. So it's like
you do the cold. I can't cold plunge. I get so like,
You have
I
to.
love it.
I didn't used to like it, but then we did Banya.
maybe
Yeah,
we need to go.
Banya
Yeah, you
was
must.
Changed my life.
life-changing.
Wait, what is Banya?
So Banya,
It's
let me pull up a picture of us
traditional-
wearing the
It's
hats.
traditional
Banya.
Russian.
Okay, yeah.
And they're like, they have like,
It was
it's,
fucking
I don't know if it's
cool.
eucalyptus, but it's like eucalyptus sticks where it's like you're lying in a hot sauna and they're using.
They're hitting you.
Well, they're actually not hitting you. They're using
don't know, I
air
didn't do it.
to make
Extra
you
hot.
extra hot, and
I
they move it to
want
make
that.
you cold. It's super psychedelic.
It's
I
really
want
wild.
that.
It's like a guy with like 4 like gold chains and like
yeah, he's wearing.
Adidas
You're wearing like a
sweats.
funny little hat.
Do you do this monthly? Is this what you do?
No,
we did
Banya-
this.
I
We
wish.
did this in
We
Banya
need
London.
got
to
me
find
into
a place
cold
in
plunge.
LA.
Okay.
So I wasn't a cold plunger. It wasn't for me. I was like, I'll just go sweat it out. And I think the research supports like you don't exactly need to do cold plunge, even
It's
though
good
it
for
is
your
good
nervous
you.
system.
Yeah, it's like-
but sauna is like especially.
Yeah, no, I'm
good for
a
you.
sauna girl.
And it's good for you to
100.
go slightly dehydrated to the sauna,
Really?
so that you're not just sweating out the water that you
Oh.
drank. You're sweating.
Well,
out
I
I need to
honestly
do it
run
more.
dehydrated,
Like,
so that's perfect.
toxins. Yeah, there you go.
I
But-
love it.
But the Banya guy, so like the whatever we're doing the like Russian whatever. I can't remember what it was called, but it has a specific name. The leaf thing. Someone in the comments will say what it is. But we're doing that, and then the man with the Adidas pants and the chains and the little hat walks you over to a cold plunge and is
Yes.
like, "Get in." And then you're like, "Well, okay, fuck. This guy's telling me to get in."
Him and his hat.
And then he's like, he essentially just like go in, and he's like instructed you for like how long to stay in.
Wow.
It was like a good
How long
30,
was it?
Must have been like a good 30 seconds, but because of how
Like
hot,
fully in. You're fully in.
like to the neck, and because of
Well,
how
this is
hot
what they say.
I'll
you
go.
get-
I'll go all the way.
They
They
don't get
say
cold
that if
probably
you
right
if-
away. Do you?
you don't exactly, because specifically with the like thing that they're doing with the leaves, you get so uncomfortably hot. Like I've never been so hot in a sauna that I was like, I need it to stop.
Yeah.
Like
But they
They
would
take it
take
to
you.
the
They would
point
take you
of,
there,
like,
and then they would take you away.
it's
It was.
wild.
It was like edging. It was fucking.
I didn't do
crazy.
this. I
It
didn't
makes you
do this. I
euphoric.
don't remember
Cold plunge
why.
and you're
I
like,
that
high.
You were in the.
It's crazy.
I was in
you're
massage
the
for a long
massage
time.
for longer. But like,
I
say,
was getting
that
my
the worst,
trauma worked out
was
of my
that
head.
the
I was
worst
getting a
massage I've
massage.
ever had. Yes.
I loved that massage.
No, that
I
was not a good
weeping
massage.
because
Wait,
it was
where
painful.
did you get
He
the
was
massage?
just beating us.
The same place. The
oh yeah,
same
you
place.
guys had the same guy, and I had a different one.
No, it was. It
anyway,
was not therapeutic.
Wait, I wanted to say if you're listening and you're interested in cold plunge, I did a ice bath like when I was in Florida, and the woman told me that if you submerge your like, what is that called? Your brainstem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like if you
changes your
get to
nervous
that
system.
point for like 90 seconds, it like is like pressing a reset button on your nervous system.
I would like that.
She was like, you could do it
That's
if you do
really
it
That's what people who
once
have
every
anxiety.
if you do it once every 2 weeks, like it
Ugh.
could be really helpful.
Do you guys rock with being that cold though?
I don't rock
it's,
with it
It's
really.
hard.
No.
It's hard for me. I have like a
No.
thing. My limbs don't get. I have a thing.
But
can't
I
remember
rock
the
with
name.
I get
suffering.
weird. Like
My-
when it like burns.
Well,
like,
my
It's
you might have
scary.
a
You have
similar
neuropathy?
thing. Well, my
neuropathy.
my
I don't know.
My,
What
like,
is that?
My feet will turn white.
Oh yeah,
and my
you have
hands will
blood
turn white because I don't have any circulation.
blood circulation. Yeah, I think that's neuropathy. Or like
I
you
can't
get
remember
pins
the
and
name.
needles.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
it could be that. There's
Yeah.
like a specific name, but I can't like I have to wear. I'm starting to have to wear like gloves when I
Are
go
you,
out.
like,
and It's really
anemic?
cold. I just have super low blood pressure.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I'm anemic, but it's just gotten worse as I age.
Really? Yeah, I don't understand how all of this like health. I know it's like an ecosystem. I'm always wondering, how am I functioning? What things are out of balance and then in balance? And
Well, I want to do. Have you
Yeah,
seen
what's
that
compensating
thing? Have
for
you
what
seen
else?
that
Yeah,
thing where
weird.
people? It's in Turkey. They have it here, but where you go on a flight and then you go to for like 3 days. They do a full body scan. Like you do like a
I
This is
full
have
your
seen
dream.
this, and I
MRI.
want to
This
do
is
this.
I
your
want to do
dream.
this. Absolutely.
I want to do that. Yes, I've
Well,
seen
because
that.
then you know exactly
Full
what's
diagnosis.
like going on. But it's like to detect if you have like early onset anything.
Oh God.
Yeah, God forbid.
Yeah, I mean it's better to know. Knowledge is
See,
power.
I
to me.
love getting tested at the doctor. That's like
Yeah, I
my
do
favorite. If
too.
I could get my blood tested every week, I probably would.
You know, that
because
is
I
so
love
funny because I just had a telehealth appointment this morning where because she
Did you go
asked
for blood
me.
work?
Well, she asked me if I needed to do. You're excited.
I love blood work. I love looking at blood work.
She asked me if I wanted to do it again. I did it last year, and she was like, "Do you want to get your blood work
Right.
done again this year?" And I was like, I don't know. Do you think I need to? She said some people really love getting their blood work done and like want to
Hell
know
yeah.
every year what's going on. But she was
Yeah.
like, your blood work was completely normal.
I do it, like,
I don't
once
want to do it
every-
again because I don't want the needle in me.
I
Yeah,
go
I
to the
hate
I don't
doctor.
mind it.
I don't mind it.
I absolutely mind
See,
it. I have
I'm a fainter. Not
Yeah,
fainter,
yeah,
but I get lightheaded sitting
same.
up. But if I lay down,
Then
can
they
lay
can
you
put it in
down.
ya.
They do it.
Yeah.
And then you have a little orange sitting on your stomach and you eat it right away.
Ooh,
Oh,
I-
it's such a vibe. It's
They
such a
don't do that for
vibe.
you. They don't do that for me at USC.
Well,
No, you have to bring
Yeah.
the clementine yourself.
Yeah, you have to bring the
gotta
orange.
bring the BYO Clementine guy.
BYOC.
Hello, podcast listeners. You wonder why I'm wearing the color green? Well, I actually exude the color green because of my favorite drink, AG1. Oh my gosh, AG1. AG1 has me ditching all of my supplements and getting all of my delicious vitamins in one nutritious gulp, gulp, gulp drink. And right now, AG1 is running a special, oh my gosh, Black Friday offer. For all of November, AG1 is a daily health drink packed with nutrients to help alleviate bloating, support sustained energy, and whole body health. So this holiday season, try AG1 for yourself or even gift it to someone special. It's the perfect time to focus on supporting your body with an easy and surprisingly delicious daily health drink. And that's why I've been partnering with AG1 for so long. Not the podcast Gayotic, but me, the individual. Every week of November, AG1 will be running a special Black Friday offer for a free gift with your first subscription, in addition to the welcome kit with vitamin D3 plus K2. Wow. So make sure to check out drinkag1.com/chaotic to see what gift you can get this week. That's drinkag1.com/chaotic to start your holiday season off on a healthier note while supplies last.
Recently it was the only time I got sick twice this year, but it was when I had a super bad cold and I went to like one of those places that we go to get like immune shot,
Okay,
like the ones that they
B12.
do in your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And I did it, and this is the only time this has ever happened to me where I passed out in the middle of her giving me the shot, and the lady.
Wait,
I
like,
wish I was there.
I just was.
Have you fainted before?
Yes, but not like this, where my ass was out, and I'm like leaned over.
Wait, when exactly was the sequence of events?
Yeah.
You put the
Yeah.
shot in and you
It's
fainted
a
over?
two-part shot, and as she was doing it,
Wait,
because
can we get a visual on the shot? Was it like a syringe or
it's
like
like a syringe.
like a
Just
tubey
syringe.
thing?
No, it's a syringe.
Okay, yeah.
It's a syringe, and I'm bent over. My pants are like half down.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah.
very
Oh, yeah.
sick, and I'm standing against like the, like they have like the seat, but I'm not seated. I'm standing, so she has like a good angle on my ass, and
Totally.
she's doing it, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, and I just kind of went
You
down.
went over.
Oh.
Did you hit your head?
No, she grabbed me.
Did your eyes get the?
Yeah, I mean everything went
Oh,
dark.
when things go black.
Have you had
Well, yeah.
that?
I've had
never
that.
fainted fully, but I've had that when my mom pierced my cartilage piercing when I was in
Whoa.
10th grade, and she was like, "Look in the mirror, it looks so cool," and I went,
You were like, oh, cool, I'm
Yeah,
"I
blind
need to lay
now.
down." I'm like on the couch,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Are you squeamish?
no, I'm not, but
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I had a year where I was faint. I think I was having weird blood pressure, low blood pressure stuff. But I had a year where I fainted.
Yeah,
like
you fainted
4
at the
times.
Oh
fainted
my
at
God.
the tattoo place.
I
with
fainted
Lou.
getting a tattoo, which was
I think people go
so
through fainting
scary.
phases.
fainting spells.
I did.
I've never had one. I'm
That was the
scared.
only time I fainted and fully fallen on the
I
ground.
haven't fully fallen. I've always been.
I had like
Did
I
you
had
hurt
like a
yourself?
lump.
Scary.
Yeah, I had a. I
Did
had a
you
bump.
finish the
It's
tattoo?
scary.
Yeah, she did. Well, here's the thing. I don't know this woman. With all due respect, she was a horrible tattoo artist.
Wait, do we
I
have the tattoo? What is the tattoo?
It's a mom heart.
Oh,
And
that's
which is
cute.
like cute, but
It's cute.
it's very
Yeah.
cute. But I have so many tattoos. I have big ones. That one is a small one. It was so painful. It was like, it was so fucking painful. It just was. It
then
was
you
crazy.
fainted.
And I was like, I think I need to go outside.
Yeah, you need air.
I was like, I need to like
Ugh,
get it.
I'm
fresh
feeling
air.
it with you
I
right now.
know.
I'm like,
and then I stood up to go outside. I made it 2 steps into the other room, and
sympathy
then
faint?
and then I'm opening my eyes, and I'm like, wait, what? And there's like all these strangers around me.
I
Like,
hate
"Are you
that.
That's
okay?"
I
the
hate
worst
that.
feeling of all time.
Like a movie, where
Very
it's just like,
Dorothy
did I
of you.
fall?
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Yeah.
And yeah, I fucking
Wizard of
straight
Oz,
up fainted.
That
moment.
sucks.
Yeah.
It was really crazy.
Wait, and then there were
loss of
3 more that
consciousness.
year?
And then once I fainted, this time I fainted with Brandon. I
it's
hit
weed.
some weed, and weed lowers your blood pressure.
Oh.
Maybe
Maybe
that's
that's why
why
I don't
remember
like it.
that.
So, I just was like, we were just smoking weed, and I smoke weed casually. I'm not like a virgin about
Wait,
it.
we have a funny
the
weed
first
story
time I
from
hit
last
it.
night.
Wait.
What happened?
So we
last
went to dinner with our
Oh,
friend
this was
Lou,
Uh-huh.
and we went to Rouse,
Okay, don't
which
know.
is like
Rouse
an old
is
school
fun.
Italian
You
restaurant.
know, Rouse like the canned sauce.
Oh.
Is
So
it
there's
the
a restaurant
same
in Hollywood.
place?
Yeah,
in Hollywood.
It's
It was
from New
really
York.
cute.
It's so cute inside.
They like already have Christmas
Did you
decorations
get chicken
out.
parm?
No,
No,
I
we got like
Right.
meatballs.
chicken
but it was like
Parm
it's like
is to
musso.
die.
It's
Yeah,
like
my
musso
brother-
Sammy
vibes.
hasn't
Yeah,
tried
love.
chicken yet, so
My brother
I'm
made
not
that
on
on
chicken yet.
election
I'm
day
not-
You
to
haven't
get
had
me
chicken?
through.
Well,
well,
I've
I
had
think
chicken
in
the
life
past, but
probably they have.
I've
not
been
not
ve-
since
I was-
they've been experimenting.
I was vegan for a long time, and before that I was vegetarian, and I've been experimenting with dabbling in eating meat.
What have you tried so far?
Really, only beef. I
Okay,
can't.
beef is a great place to start.
It's fine.
Beef
Yeah.
is so good.
It's like
I
I'll have
believe
like
that
a
with my heart.
hamburger, like if I'm
Oh,
like getting my period.
Love a burger.
love God.
I like eat burgers
They're so
kind
good.
of so much.
Okay,
honestly.
where do you like?
Kelly
This is
and
huge.
I, we ate
Naomi
In-N-Out
and
like
Kate
3
eat
times
burgers a
this
lot.
last week.
I love.
Wait, you had what,
burgers.
3 times?
In-N-Out.
Oh yeah, I love it. I eat it out all the
In-N-Out's
time.
fat.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
California.
I've
Yeah.
been crazy about For the
Very
Win.
cute.
Yeah, for the win, I live right by there.
It's crazy.
and
I haven't
eat
gone, but I want
down.
to.
It's so
It's so
fucking.
We can say
good.
fuck,
Never
right?
heard of
Fuck
that in
I
my
ate
life.
For the Win
Yes.
on election night.
Fuck.
That's what we had on election night.
You know
was
what? I had
really
election
good.
night Chinese food.
Wow, hell yeah.
From
I love
Formosa.
Chinese food.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go. I
Formosa's
haven't been
such
in
a vibe.
so
Wow,
Wow,
long.
you know
Huge
what's
vibe.
so good? Like
so cute
orange
in there.
chicken, not to be so
No,
white,
I know. I got
but
that.
like
No,
it is sublime.
It's
Formosa's so
sublime.
cute.
I was at the mall the other day and I was like, I'm
Which
really
mall?
hungry. Century City.
Hell
Whoa.
yeah.
And-
Is that your mall?
That's a good mall.
No, it's not my mall.
What's your mall?
My mall?
Childhood.
Galleria.
My childhood mall. I go to the Westfield in the Valley a lot with my mom. It's
Whoa.
like
Are you
not
a Valley girl?
well, it's complicated.
Okay.
I
love
grew
it.
up. You know where the Runyon Canyon entrance is on Fuller?
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
The apartments on the left, like 3 doors down from the entrance.
So you're
I grew up
so
there.
LA.
Yeah.
You're
girl.
so
Yeah.
LA.
That's really
Hollywood
glam.
down.
Yeah,
Hollywood
no, that's really
down.
glam.
Yeah, it
like
is.
I grew up
Respect.
in these streets very
Yeah.
much, but I lived there till I was 8,
yeah.
and then I moved to the Valley.
yeah.
Then we moved back. We moved from Van Nuys to Tarzana,
Well.
back to Beechwood,
Got
well.
Cool.
and I would be taking the Orange Line into Hollywood when I
Yeah.
lived in Tarzana, and I would just walk on the Walk of Fame. It was weird. Like there's pictures of me 14 with SpongeBob.
Tarzana
like,
is
yeah.
such a weird
like,
area
and they're like
too.
hitting on me,
With, like,
and I'm
filthy
14.
SpongeBob.
Yeah,
They're,
no,
like,
it's like
so
disturbing.
dirty.
Yeah, literally also saying dirty things to me at the time for sure. Like it's just that vibe, but I loved it.
Yeah.
you know?
That fucking rules.
Dirty
Like, that's
Hollywood
awesome.
streets.
I feel like
Wait,
I've been
I want to go. We're moving at the speed of light.
We're literally just experiencing joy right now.
all that Katie wanted to say was that me and Lou were hitting the joint outside, and the owner,
Like,
the
we were
manager of the
standing-
restaurant,
we were
Oh, yeah.
standing directly
Walked
in
out and
front of
was-
the front door of the restaurant.
and every time
for
someone
context.
would open and close the door, apparently it was wafting.
Oh, so you got pissed.
And no, he wasn't pissed
No,
at all.
he
He was
wasn't
like,
pissed.
you guys out here smoking a gibber? I wouldn't have pinned you guys that way, dude.
It was
and he
so
was just
funny.
like, he was honestly very sweet.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
I loved it. You guys smoking a gibber? I was like,
Whoa.
He's like, I would not have pinned you guys like that.
Where is he from?
He
was
absolutely
cute.
wanted to get in on the circle.
Yeah,
It was
I was
really
like,
cute.
he definitely said
He
that.
wanted to partake.
Yeah,
He was trying to be
wanted
fun.
Yeah.
I actually have a good story about fainting and weed
Okay.
via my dad.
Okay, let's
He used
hear
to
it.
play at the Dresden with Marty and
Whoa.
Elaine, rip Marty. And him and Marty would smoke weed between their little, like, on their breaks, you know?
Okay.
So he plays stand up, and Marty's on the drums, and Elaine's on the keys and singing. And one time, my dad smoked a bunch of weed with Marty, goes back inside to
Wait,
play.
sorry. Who is Marty?
Marty and Elaine are like this iconic duo that were playing at the Dresden for like over 30 years.
Okay. Oh,
and they would
wow.
play covers like every night, like jazz tunes and standards.
Wow.
And
of a
they're like in the
dream.
movie Swingers, and they're like
Yeah.
a beautiful couple from Las Vegas.
I love Swingers.
Yeah.
Which is
Iconic style.
well, what's his name has never been so hot.
Vince.
Oh, Vince.
Vince.
Gallo?
Vaughn.
No, Vaughn.
But respect.
But
Vince
also,
Vaughn
yeah.
in that movie is actually like a super.
I don't know what's going on.
But my dad then
Gallo.
goes back inside to play, and he's like, damn, I feel really weird. And if you know my dad, it's like extra funny because his voice is very like, "Ugh." And he's like, you know, if I fall over, it's okay. He's like, I had this thought. If I fall over, it's okay.
It's okay. That's
And
a
I was
perfect
like, I
thought to
love
have when
that.
fainting.
I like that level of peace. Yeah, like
Because he's like on a
whatever.
stool. He's also like gigantic. You know, he's like 6'1" and like kind of not like a skinny man, like he's like a bigger guy, so it would really like come down with a thump, but with the stand-up bass. I'm like, I love that. Like in the club, just like if I fall down, this is okay.
Yeah,
That's
I mean
such
that
a
takes
trip.
a large level of self-acceptance.
Yeah, he's I love that.
I
My
was always
God.
like a little bit paranoid. I fainted a couple times smoking weed, and I think I was always really scared that I was gonna get like arrested for it.
It arrested for fainting.
Because they were like, "There's no way she would have fainted if she wasn't high on pot."
I'm so
It does fuck with your blood pressure. That is true.
I didn't even know that. I'm so surprised
Yeah.
people don't walk around the world scared of fainting more. Because to me, I'm like,
It's so
I
scary.
think
If I faint.
I think if you're
Are
there,
you-
you're there, and some people aren't there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, do you lean like OCD, anxiety direction?
it's not clear.
Yeah,
It's not cookie cutter for me. Some days I'm like
you're vibing.
sedated
Yeah.
by reality.
Yeah.
And then other days I'm like, holy fuck, like I'm like the world is coming at me,
Totally.
that. And then
Yeah.
it's like fluctuating and breathing and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Whoa.
sometimes I do kind of
Oh,
walk
you're like,
around.
that is
Oh.
psychedelic. Yeah.
That sounds like mushrooms in a way that
Ugh, hate. hate. I can't do drugs. I'm gonna say it here right now.
I
Did
love
you do
that.
a lot of drugs or not really ever?
I like tried everything once to know I can't do them.
Wait, but what kind of girl were you in high school?
Oh my god.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
ADHD off.
I ADHD. I was a nerdy academic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Who-
you're smarty pants.
I was like very into reading and
What were you reading back then?
like J.D. Salinger.
Whoa,
Yes.
that's
like
so-
You were like,
that's-
everyone's a phony.
That is so high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved like
Yeah.
Fanny and Zoe and like
Totally.
like 9
Yeah.
stories or whatever, like all those, and I was very into that vibe of like, ooh, this is like you're
So
kind of
sweet.
like disillusioned with the world.
Totally.
You're like like coming of age, perks of being a
Yeah.
wallflower.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
into the wild.
Yeah.
In the
Oh, I never
smoke,
read
we were
that.
infinite.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Is it fine?
Perks of Being a Wallflower, by the way. Emma Watson.
Oh yeah, let's bring it back.
Yeah,
Love
let's bring
her.
it back.
Love her.
I watched that movie like
I haven't seen the
within
movie.
the last year.
It's actually pretty.
Logan Lerman's in
Yeah.
When did you start writing songs?
it. Okay. I was actually just talking about this the other day. I was
Cute.
given instruments my entire life.
You were given them,
Like my parents, like I had a little Casio keyboard, and I had like a little
'Cause
acoustic
they're very
guitar.
artistic.
They're very like, oh, our baby like needs to play music. I was very like,
Well,
if you see-
Harmony.
if you see baby videos of me, I was a monster.
Aw.
Like I would be. My mom would be like, Harmony, like let's dance. Then I'd be like, you're not dancing the right way, and I'm like,
Right.
and I was
You're
like,
a fascist.
I was like a fascist baby, where I would
I
be
think
like,
a lot of babies are.
I was fascist too.
yeah, and
Something
it's-
you grow out of.
Yeah,
for some
what?
of us.
I bet you that's a developmental thing, though.
It-
Like, I bet you it's something
Power-
like to do
power
with
plays?
like rules and you know what I mean. I don't know.
So you were
but I
trying to
would guess.
control her body
well,
movements.
Well, I was also just like always singing. Like I'm like writing songs and like stars are beautiful. There's literally like a song a video I watched recently where I'm singing a lyric that I wrote recently.
oh
but,
my
But like
god!
not
Whoa.
exactly, but very close. And I'm like 4,
Amazing.
and I was like, that's really weird. But
I would feel like that's like I'm on the path.
yeah, it was kind of a green flag for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I started writing songs because my uncle sent me an acoustic guitar with my name whited out on the head of
Rad.
it, written. And I had instruments for like I had little things I could play with, but nothing moved me. But because it had my name on it as a 13-year-old, I was like, oh, this feels like a sign. And so then I started
Cute.
like writing, and like I like would put covers on YouTube of like Bright Eyes and like Taylor Swift.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
like-
I didn't know you had a YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like I've taken a lot of it down, but a lot of it is still up.
I would love to see. I was a
Oh,
YouTuber
Chasing
as
Pavements
well.
cover.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Someone Like You.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's player, guys.
That's really good.
I did it. I think I've said this on the podcast already, but I heard the song as soon as it came out, and then I recorded a cover the same day because I was like,
You're like, this,
This
is
is
it.
the best song
Wait,
of all
like,
time.
how does that go again?
Never mind. I'll
Oh, yeah, yeah.
find-
Someone like you.
Yeah.
I feel like you would have eaten that up.
I
Should we cover an
did kind of
Adele
what
song?
Should we what?
Should we cover an Adele song?
Maybe.
We should make a YouTube cover channel.
That's
Whoa.
actually such a sick
guys are
idea.
like-
That's
Record
gonna come
it on
back.
photo
No,
booth.
it's time.
That is back. but
Ukulele
it's TikTok.
covers.
It's just TikTok.
Well, I feel like your
Yeah.
project right now is experimenting with a lot of like nostalgia and like resurgences,
Yeah.
but with a twist or like in a way of that feels really meta.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like I'm so meta right now, but I'm kind of escaping the metaverse right now. I'm like on the way out.
you were talking a little bit about
yeah,
this.
Can you say more?
Okay, yeah. So basically, okay. So during Girl Pool, I was in Philly, and I am not good at. I'm like can make demos on my computer.
Wait,
and
I want to say, if you don't know about Girl Pool, you need to listen to all their music. But also, we recorded an episode with Avery Tucker,
Yes.
who's the other half of Girl Pool, and Avery kind of gave like a lot of the history. I feel like
great.
So I'm like,
The
So the
in a
history lesson
way-
has already occurred.
Yeah.
in a way,
in a way.
there's already part one
Okay,
that you can
love.
go back and catch
You can
up
go back
on.
in AB.
Okay,
yeah.
love
But-
that.
But continue.
Okay, so during Girl Pool, me and Avery had started this project, and it was like this really punk, kind of like rebellious, like fuck everyone moment,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
which was amazing. But then we were living in Philly, and I was like, oh, I really love like kind of this like gritty pop music, and I want to make music that sounds like it's out of a trash can.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
And so like I was always on Ableton, like making things that literally sounded like they were made in trash can, but like not in a glamorous way.
Made
like
in
Yeah.
trash can.
made
Yeah.
in trash can, like
was it
by
like,
me.
was it kind of like the Julie Ruin type of vibe?
No, it was more like there's not really something that I could like equate the
It was
sound
more
I
like
was
nothing
creating.
else that's ever been made before.
But
Like
I'm not saying that in
early-
a good way.
What is it like early?
I need to hear absolutely everything,
just-
and I will show you what I
like
made when I was like
2008,
19 years old.
like the secret handshake type shit. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I kind of, but
Like
it's just,
produce like music that was produced but by people who were just learning how to do this stuff.
it's just like distorted guitars and like weird drum loops.
yeah,
cool.
That's cool.
And then like me singing, and I'm like singing really soft and high, and I was like, I need to be able to do this, but I didn't know how to like make pop songs.
Uh-huh.
Totally.
And so then like it kind of just kept getting brushed under the rug, where I was like, I want to do this, but I don't know where to like who to contact or how or
Yeah.
and like Girl Pool was, I feel like when we were starting that band, we really just were like thrown into the thick of things, and I had like no context. Like,
Right.
what is it? The quote, in the context in which you live and what came before you. I had no idea.
What the
Yeah,
context was.
yeah. So I did not know the context in which I lived and what came
Well,
before
you guys
me.
really popped off like
Yeah,
really
fast.
fast.
Yeah, it was like literally random, kind of.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, we take money, we have PR deal, like we do these things, and we
Yeah.
do not know what we do with these things. And then it was
Totally.
like,
And you were touring a fuck ton.
Yeah,
you were
no,
touring like a punk band.
basically the whole thing was we were just touring and recording, and the recordings would be like we'd pick a producer and be like, okay, now we're gonna make a whole album with this person, and we'd have all the songs written.
Wow.
So it was never like it was creative for the producer to produce the song with us,
to
Yeah.
get it recorded.
but it was like
But you'd already written them.
we'd
they were
already
done.
written them
Yeah.
always. And so except the last album, we like actually worked through them and workshop things with Eve, but that everything else before that was like very touch and go.
How did you figure out you could co-write with Avery, and like how did that work?
Basically we were both in bands, and we felt kind of like, oh, we want more like spotlight
Yeah.
on us, sort
Yeah.
of. We wanted to take up more space.
100%.
And so we went into my boyfriend at the time's studio room, and we were just like playing. I was like, what if it's just the two of us? Like, or one of us was like, we could just be the two of us. We don't need a drummer. Like, it could just be like this really like punk natural thing.
Yeah.
And we just started trying stuff. And Avery had already had a few songs written at the time that we
Mhm.
like played with,
Cool.
and then ended up being on the first EP. And we were like, yeah, that sounds really good. And then we like, I was really into booking shows in LA at the time at Paris Space and The Smell.
Yeah.
So I just
Sure,
like,
fuck yeah.
and then I would book us in Pomona. So then there'd be a day we'd drive from Pomona to the west side
Oh,
to downtown
Pomona.
at night. Or like, you know, it was that kind of thing. Or we'd be in the valley and then we'd drive to like San Diego or something. Not like
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
like it was always like we'd have at least 2 shows a weekend. Or if not, like there were definitely days where we'd play 3 shows because we would just like drive
Were you
around.
still in school?
Yeah, but on the weekend. I was in college and Avery was in his last year of high school.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so then like we got picked up and it was crazy. And then I just felt like we had no data and we were being like escorted through the music industry with like kind of no information, and people would just say things to us and we'd believe them at face value.
Totally.
Mhm.
But then it's also
Yeah,
like,
how do you know better? I mean,
yeah,
what the fuck?
no, it's literally so weird.
Do y'all feel like that?
Well, also, I feel like when we were all kind of like, I feel like we came up around the same time, and it was such a transitional time of the music industry. Like,
Yeah.
people didn't know what the fuck they were talking about.
No, I know.
I
They
think
were
some
just
of the
guessing.
decisions were bad that we agreed to, but it's because we didn't know it but any better.
Yeah.
Like,
think we
remember the all the money we spent on different mixes
A rock mix
of loudspeakers
radio.
just
Yeah.
to spend money.
By the way,
We wasted some money.
nothing was.
Well,
the mix
we just
sucked.
and we
Sorry
used
to
the
the man who
original,
made the
and
mix. He's a
we
good
used the
mixer.
original. No, it
Also
was
in
like
the beginning
multiple.
we
The guy, I'm talking about the one guy.
Yeah, I know exactly.
in the
who.
beginning we
Bad
paid a
vibes.
PR company that like was not a music PR company
Oh, really?
that like didn't.
They had a bad vibe.
It was really bad.
Yeah, they were. I completely
I
forgot,
forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah. We
And
had some missteps.
we had a person who wanted to manage us.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had a
who
couple.
was-
We
and
know
then
we
we
had
had-
a couple people.
Well,
When we
thank
had that
God we didn't make
that
some of the
person
Did y'all
decisions.
have a
also
manager?
wanted
You did it
to
on your
sign
own?
us, who was
No, we-
absolutely shit-faced.
We had like what's the word, label, and the guy was like, "I'll just manage you,"
Okay.
and then we
You're
were
like,
like, "That's
sure.
fine." But then
Some
we
people-
were like,
that's
"Wait,
actually
is that
conflict of
fine?"
You know what's
interest?
crazy?
Yeah.
Is
Is that
that
legal?
a lot of deals now, that is the deal.
Is that the norm now?
I think it's dependent, but if you're like not with essentially it's a new thing with certain indies where it's like management, label, publishing all in
Wow.
one. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it just seems like abuse.
it just
of power.
yeah, it's just like it's like a monopoly or whatever.
I
mean,
think like
people are
we
desperate.
had. So, I think we've talked about this before, but like, y'all played a festival at USC.
Yeah, and you guys played.
we
did.
played,
Yeah.
and
Femfest.
Yeah.
I remember
I don't
at the
feel like we
time.
Hilarious when
hung
you
out,
consider the
though.
context within we exist.
Yeah.
I
now,
know.
Yeah.
within we
I
exist.
mean,
and
you could only
coconut tree, etc.
coconut
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
coconut
that's what
tree. The
Femfest
coconut
really
tree
is at the end of the day.
was stagnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really having a funny time with this.
Yeah.
With the microphone, the
Why is
microphone,
it doing that?
I don't know, something about
How is
yours.
that possible?
it's kind of on its own.
It's like,
journey.
is it
That's
because of
all right,
this?
I guess.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But my like
Let it go.
association was seeing.
Why is it funny?
It is funny.
Yeah.
It's because it's like it has a little mind of its own.
The motion is just fun.
It's like elevating.
Imagine
well,
this.
it's bonerific as well.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Whoa.
bonerific.
Yeah.
Who have you been hanging out with?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, what is that from?
I've never
don't
heard
know.
that before.
Whatever, guys. Whatever. Moving on. When y'all were at Femfest, I was like, this is like the it band right now. Like it was
Aw,
like
wait, that's so cute.
y'all popped off really fast.
Yeah.
And I think we had like maybe an extra year of like time to kind of incubate.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And also just like think the scene that y'all were in, it was like you were doing so much on your own.
Yeah.
And like sleeping on couches and at people's houses and
Yeah.
just like we're in a hardcore world.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's so funny because I go to concerts now and I'm like, my ears, and I'm like, I don't have my earplugs. And
I know,
literally,
same.
like, I'm like,
Literally
oh,
same.
No, literally
Literally
last night I
same.
was at a show with Frank and he was like, I feel like what? How did you go to shows
I know.
before? Like,
I know.
it's like he's with a veteran or something. I like have all this like PTSD.
I
probably
can't go to
why.
a show unless I know I will have a chair.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm
Like,
literally
no.
no. I'd be walking around like, can I sit down? Like,
Right.
literally, and I'm
Can I
like,
sit?
I'm
Is there
such a
anywhere I can
nuisance.
sit? Yeah.
I just end
My-
up smoking a lot outside, like in a
Right.
chair.
Right.
It's so tough.
They're,
Honestly,
they're all too long.
recently
so it
I
should
went
be 20
to-
minutes.
I went to a movie recently and I was like, I need earplugs. This movie's too loud.
Honestly,
I feel that
I think
way.
movie theaters keep getting louder.
They do.
This is
they
a real
do.
thing.
They definitely do.
This is a real
really,
thing.
I went out into the lobby and got earplugs.
Yeah.
And well,
Wait, what were you seeing though?
I was at the Vista and I was seeing Honora.
Okay.
Which was
Okay.
okay.
fun.
Okay.
Okay. How long was that period of time?
You mean us,
Like
like
going ham.
like a year? But the whole time it was like we were gaining momentum.
Traction.
So
Right.
and so by the time I remember like December of 2013,
Uh-huh.
we played our first shows
Oh
that weekend.
no! What? 11 years ago?
Yeah, I know.
That's
So-
all.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I was like, did something bad happen in 2013?
You're like time.
Oh, just
Time happened.
Just the passage of
Yeah.
time.
And then
Fuck.
by November 2014, we were playing our first shows in Europe.
Holy shit.
Wow,
Yeah.
y'all absolutely exploded.
It was insane.
I don't have anything to rank off.
What is rank?
I have
We'll
some
rank things
rank.
at the end of the.
Okay.
Do we want
And
to
we'll get
I
into
think
both
we should
end of both
rank.
episodes.
I think we should rank. In honor of DJ Casper, I think we should rank like songs with dances.
YMCA.
Well, okay.
The
Cha-cha
Macarena.
slide.
Cha-cha
Oh,
slide.
Macarena's
Macarena.
great.
Um,
Songs and dance.
What's another one?
I like square dancing, but I don't know. There's not like a specific.
oh, that's that
Like
Miley
two
Cyrus
songs. Oh,
song.
Yeah, what is it?
Hold down,
Throw
throw
down.
down.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Do we need to put them
I
in
wanna
order?
think of
Yeah, you put them in an
more.
order.
So you put them. We
Which
don't
one
need
you-
more than 4.
It doesn't really matter. You just need to put them in an order of what you like the most.
Oh,
Okay.
And
okay.
what you
Yes,
like
from
the
least-
Me specifically?
Yeah,
Or-
we all- we'll
okay,
all
okay,
do
we'll
it.
vote.
I'll
Okay,
do it.
perfect.
It's just a sort of desperate effort on our behalf to have some kind of format for the podcast.
I love
we,
that.
we bookend the
Totally
podcast
ranking.
desperate
with
measure.
this.
Okay. Wow. I mean, are we rating in terms of how much we enjoy them specifically? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can explain your choice after you've
What
made
do you
them. So
guys
it's
think is number 1?
Hoedown. It's Hoedown, Throwdown,
YMCA.
YMCA,
Cha-Cha Slide.
Cha-Cha Slide, and the Macarena. Okay,
Yeah.
I can go first.
Okay, go first.
I don't want to do any of that. This is one thing I'll
Cha-Cha Slide
say.
is number 1.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, Mambo number 5 is not a.
No.
does
No,
not
but
have
that's a
dance.
great
That's just a
song.
good
Yeah,
song.
but you'll
Yeah.
probably do like.
We can make up a dance to it if you want.
Mambo number 5 is just cool.
Yeah.
It's just good. It has the same kind of cornacious vibe that the rest do.
Can you believe that song?
It's crazy, dude. Can you imagine getting? I have questions about these types of songs where people are getting in the booth and saying the things that they're saying.
Yeah, like direction.
I
And then
love
some-
it.
Wait, what about Pop Lock and Drop It?
Oh,
that's a good one.
I don't feel like we can count like
1-2 step.
But there's
Oh, that's a great one.
but there are like
That's
feelings.
like it's something that's kind of
No,
different.
we're
I don't know
in
how
the
to-
70s.
I don't know how
We're
to
in, like,
explain that.
This is like
There's like
mom and dad would. You know what I'm saying?
there's like these the Macarena, Cha-Cha Slide, Hoedown, Throwdown, and YMCA are like all things that like they're
Cornacious.
accessible
These
to
dances
white
are-
people.
Yeah,
yeah. These
okay.
are all white
1-2
people
step, like
adjacent.
not everyone's cut out to 1-2
Right,
step.
and
I
not
love
everyone's learning how to
100%.
Dougie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
because
not everyone
it's-
can teach me
Oh,
how to
wait,
jerk.
what,
Well,
isn't
we'll do
it
these in
Soulja
the
Boy
next
had
one.
the dance. Soulja
Soulja Boy had the dance.
Crank
Yeah.
that. Wow.
Crank that, yeah.
Crank that was huge for me.
That
I
was
mean,
major.
to not
We can't-
acknowledge
those are-
Crank
but
that
those
is
are-
crazy.
It's
those
kind of
are
a sin.
different
It's a different
category.
we can do that in the next one.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
different. Well,
This
we'll
is-
probably come up with something else.
Yeah,
to
that's
rank
true.
it.
Yeah. So these
Okay,
are all,
so what is
These
it?
are all old white
Macarena,
people dances.
Cha-Cha Slide, Hoedown, Throwdown, and YMCA, right?
Okay.
So that's what we're choosing between.
I'll do it real quick. Cha-Cha Slide.
the electric slide, guys.
That's we
Fine,
can't
let's
keep throwing
do,
in.
Let's
but
do
I love that.
electric slide in replacement of Hoedown Throwdown.
Okay,
Wait,
yeah.
but Hoedown, Throwdown's so good.
Hold on,
just
Throwdown's
think-
also a
fine,
different
fine,
vibe.
I
sorry,
think
I'm
Hoedown
sorry.
Throwdown
I'm
is
sorry,
different vibe.
everyone.
I think all the other ones are the
Electric-
same.
okay.
Are the
Wait,
same
what is the
old
electric slide
person vibe.
It's just a great
It's
dance.
someone
like
do it?
it's like a
Go, Katie.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is the electric slide?
It's the
but
one
that's
that.
not instructional.
No,
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't think
but
it's
you
instructional.
remember that?
You just do it.
Oh yeah, I guess
yeah,
that's
I
true.
think you're right.
They're not
Remember
telling
we
you
did
how.
that at our apartment?
It's great. It's a
We
great
did
dance.
a YouTube dance lesson. We
Yeah.
learned how to do it.
It's great.
Okay, wait.
Different
Cha-Cha
little
Slide
flares.
number
Yeah.
one.
The
Cha-cha
electric
slide number 1.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll keep. we'll
Cha-Cha
keep it
Slide
back.
number
R.I.P..
1. Macarena number 2.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hoedown Throwdown number 3. YMCA number 4. I don't enjoy the song of YMCA as much as I enjoy this song. Macarena sounds so crazy
I
that
feel
it's
like you
kinda
need
fun.
to put some respect on that on their name, YMCA.
Yeah,
That's
isn't that the
crazy.
village
people?
Yeah.
I just don't love the song that
queer
much.
elders.
But I like
True.
ACAB. Fuck YMCA.
Because one of them is a cop.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is why the left is falling apart.
No, the left is falling apart because the Democrats have failed us.
Okay.
Okay. Cha-Cha Slide number 1.
Okay, perfect.
I forget the other ones.
Macarena,
Macarena,
YMCA,
Cha-Cha
YMCA.
Slide,
Hoedown, Throwdown.
Macarena, YMCA, Hoedown Throwdown. I don't really know the Hoedown
Do the
Throwdown.
Hoedown, right?
It's not hitting for me.
I don't remember.
I love a lot of her songs, but
I
I
don't
don't really
remember.
know the Hoedown
I don't remember
Throwdown.
the instructions.
No.
Oh.
Fuck. I don't want to do any of this. Like,
Boom de clap.
D-clap. This is great.
whoa.
This is amazing.
You know what's
Boom de
crazy?
clap is
Boom de
amazing.
clap de clap.
Yeah.
Next hit for us.
It's funny when someone sounds like just such a
As a
child.
child.
singing.
Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
weird.
cute.
Okay, I'll go. I don't want to. Cha-Cha Slide, YMCA, Macarena, Hoedown Throwdown.
YMCA.
I think actually I would even put YMCA number 1 because I could do it from a chair.
Right.
Okay,
Oh,
true.
I didn't
You
think
know
about
what I mean?
logistics.
Everyone-
That's interesting.
Everybody, I'm at a wedding. Everyone's like, come on.
Yeah, you could just stay seated.
Let's dance. And I'm thinking, fuck this.
Yeah.
This is not what I want to
Interesting,
dance
yeah,
to. And so I'm like,
What's your favorite letter in the YMCA?
see.
Okay, love.
See?
See.
Mine's M. I think it's really
I think
cute
M
when
is
people
cute
go like
too.
this.
I know, I like
Yeah.
it.
It's just funny to do.
Yeah.
You really have to
It's
change.
also, you have to go.
It's
you have to
weird that we
change
all can
to
do
hit
this
A.
as a society.
Yeah, this is
Where's the YMCA flash mob?
Right.
I mean, I think it actually happens
Wait,
all
my
the
little
time. It's
sister
just at
works-
every wedding.
My little sister works at a record label, and she said that every media project planning meeting that she has for an album, she always suggests a flash mob.
Wait, really? I love
That's
that.
hilarious.
That's
I get
so.
that.
That's so.
I think we should bring
Maddie.
back the flash
No,
mob.
we should. We absolutely should.
We should 100% do that. That
Do a
is
flash
so
mob.
funny.
Well, I think we've decided that we
Wait,
have to do a
wait.
flash mob cha-cha
Wait,
slide
I
in
have
his
an
honor.
idea.
Yeah.
We'll do a flash mob, but we'll actually all start off as inanimate objects.
Oh, so it'll be a flash
That's your
mob
dream.
plus
Plus a horror movie.
plus Transformers.
Oh, we're gonna transform.
Yeah, we
Oh, I love that.
So
We
like
start as a
Josette is
couch.
disguised as a couch.
Okay,
and
that's
then
cool.
she pops out and starts doing the cha-cha slide.
I literally love that. I'm all for it.
You're painted. You're laying down on the couch and you're painted. You're naked.
Honestly,
but you're
Joe,
painted to look
that's a
exactly
good idea
like the
for a
couch.
music video
That
if
is
Muna makes
so-
a song with a dance.
Yeah,
That is so funny.
That's a good
I
idea.
love that.
Okay, Harmony.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to do Cha-Cha Slide 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I love the hoedown throwdown
I love
spirit.
that you
I'm gonna
do.
put that number 2.
Yeah, why
And
not?
then I think for me number 3 would have to be the Macarena,
Yeah,
and then 4 YMCA.
yeah, respect.
But I like YMCA. I'm like this is all with love.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
all with love, of
absolutely.
course.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
fine.
me, I love that kind of shit. Like I'm like, if I can do a corny dance with a little
Wait, one more that I'm just
martini-
remembering. Do you
Fun.
guys do the Cupid Shuffle?
Oh, I don't know what
But
that is.
but Katie, this is for the other category. This is not for white people.
Cupid Shuffle is for white people.
I think that's one of the few.
You'd be shocked.
You'd be shocked.
You would be shocked
Because they don't know how to walk it by
What is-
themselves.
Oh, I vaguely remember this.
It's like my soul.
yes.
It's the same phrasing as Mr. Postman, actually, now that I'm realizing.
Oh, wait.
Hey,
Of course
hey,
not.
hey, hey.
But it's
Mr.
like and
Postman.
kick and kick and kick. It's really not hard.
It's not.
No,
to the
but
right, to
something-
the left.
I think that's the
kick,
thing that's hard.
and then walk it by yourself.
Oh, walk it. Yeah. That's great.
But
this is roller rink.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
total
it is
roller rink.
I love the roller rink.
Yeah, my God. I haven't been to the roller rink in years.
Same. I miss it.
Play it in the mic.
Oh yeah, so good.
Wait, you can fade us out to this.
That was a Headgum podcast.